One principle of Franciscan philosophy that resonates with me is the metaphor of journey. The metaphor of journey, or the image of journey, comes up pretty often in St. Bonaventure's Itinerarium. And for St. Bonaventure, the metaphor of journey, or the image of journey, describes dynamic activity, or constant movement. And St. Bonaventure uses the word journey to say that union with God is a process and it's an ongoing process. So, how am I going to apply this principle or this metaphor of journey into my Franciscan way of life? In the future, in my pastoral ministry, I expect to encounter many different people who might be at different stages in their spiritual journey or at different stages in their relationship with God. And in pastoral ministry, it's important to always remember that every individual is at a different place in his or her journey, and we have to meet people where they're at. My pastoral style has to reflect God's patience, love, and mercy in a way that reminds people we are not perfect, but we are perfectible through Christ. A second aspect of Franciscan philosophy that resonates with me is St. Bonaventure's understanding of the human mind or the human soul. St. Bonaventure and St. Augustine have similar ideas on what the mind is and how the mind works. For St. Bonaventure, the mind consists of three parts: the memory, the intellect, and the will. And St. Bonaventure believes that these three powers of the mind work together in combination to reveal that the human mind itself is the image of God. So, how do I apply Franciscan epistemology to my own Franciscan way of life? One of the most life-giving aspects of being a Franciscan friar is meditating in silence and praying the liturgy of the hours in community with my brothers every morning and evening. What I've learned about Franciscan epistemology gives more meaning and more purpose to the practice of prayer as an exercise in contemplation of knowing and contemplation of being. And this encourages me to pray more often, and to pray more contemplatively. And finally, the third aspect of Franciscan philosophy that resonates with me is the significance of art, beauty, and creativity. When we gaze upon a work of art, like a painting, for example, we can say that the painting has aesthetic beauty if it has all the right qualities. Something is beautiful if all of its parts fit together in harmony and proportion, and if the work of art inspires delight or joy in the observer. For Franciscans, aesthetic beauty opens up the eyes of the mind to recognize God's love and goodness in the world. And for Franciscans, art, beauty, and creativity can be one way for us to see God, to draw closer to God, and to be in union with God. So, how do I apply these ideas on art, beauty, and creativity to my Franciscan way of life? Franciscan philosophy on art, beauty, and creativity can be helpful for discussions and decision making when it comes to sacred art or sacred music in the church and in the liturgy. In my daily life, these ideas on art, beauty, and creativity encourage me to surround myself with beautiful art, to engage with art and artists in a more meaningful way, and to use my own creative abilities to create beautiful art and to be co-creator with God.